rest. Train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones. Dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart.
Hello everybody, Blood Heals here again, playing some League of Legends. We are playing Jarvan in the jungle. This is my Jarvan jungle guide. Starting off here with the runes and masteries. For the runes, I go 2 armor attack speed quints, 1 armor pen quint, then 6 armor pen marks, and then 3 armor or attack speed marks, and then just armor magic resist for runes and glyphs. For masteries, I do 921 with the attack speed and then the armor pen. But going into the game here, I start off red and then go straight to my blue. I start off just a normal hunter's machete in 5 pots. Normally here with all my junglers, I go top lane right away, so I head up top lane. I go for the gank. Here, I try to wait it out, let Cho'Gath bait it out a bit more here. So I go in, Cho'Gath, he flashes, I EQ on top of him so he can't go. I slow him with my W. Cho'Gath throws a knockup, so he turns back onto him. I keep the slow and the bleed from my red, and we pick up the kill for first blood. That's really good for our team so far. But with Jarvan in the jungle, you want to level up your E first, and then max that first as well, for the armor and attack speed, and also for the attack speed at level 1 for clearing the red buff. I go straight to my wolves here, and then I go back top lane because I see Aatrox up here really low, and Cho'Gath stays too long, thinking I'm closer, I'm guessing, or just not realizing the burst of Aatrox. So I come in here, I want to get this passive, so I EQ. He flashes the knockup, so that's really good on his part, but I do get the passive, and I blow my flash because I don't want to die to Darius. I wanted the passive off on Aatrox so he can't have as much pressure, because I know on Aatrox with the passive early game you can have a lot of pressure with ganking. So I stay up top lane here and clear this wave out for Cho'Gath so he doesn't get damage done to his tower. Go back to the jungle. Our bot lane is Ezreal, Lulu against Nami, Misfortune. I'm pretty sure it's Misfortune down there, yeah. And our mid lane is Zed versus Lux, which is a really good matchup for Zed because of he can dodge the binding, and if he dodges the binding, he can almost pretty much burst her completely at level 6, and he can just push the wave faster than she can. Back in the jungle here, just farming up. You want to really make sure you don't spend too much time ganking and not enough time farming, so you get too far behind in levels. Especially in solo queue, because if you get too far behind in levels in solo queue, you can't do enough for your team, and you kind of just become useless. So the build path for Jarvan, I usually go Ancient Golem as my first big item. Here, since I got that first blood kill, I had enough to get Kindle Gem, which is really good to have extra early game tankiness, so you can really get in there and gank really well, and then you won't be able to die. Because if you don't have any tankiness and you gank and your lane is either behind or low health, it can turn out to be bad in your favor. Come in here, they start the fight early, which is good, but they blow flash, so they get away, and the bush is warded, so they saw me coming earlier. Lulu stays a little bit closer, so I EQ combo back onto both of them. Ezreal Arcane shifts in, and we get some good damage onto Misfortune, but with that Nami heal, we're not quite close enough to finish her off, so we go in to try to dive. Me and Ezreal both miss our Qs, so we give that kill up. We would have gotten that kill pretty easily if either one of us hit our Qs, but can't win them all. Aatrox goes mid and gets a gank mid lane. Or actually, Zed wandered into his jungle, it looked like, actually. But they get a kill mid lane, and that's not very good. Second buff rotation, you gotta keep track of that. If you are watching, if you take your whatever first buff you take, either it's red or blue, it'll always spawn at 7 minutes and 10 seconds, roughly. Depending on if you're a really fast jungle clear or not. It's usually around 7 minutes and 20 seconds, and then right after you take that, your blue will spawn, since you do them simultaneously in the beginning. Also, you can match that up with the enemy jungler as well, so if you see the enemy jungler started blue, you know that his blue buff will spawn at 7 minutes and 20 seconds. The next spawn is around 12 minutes and something seconds. It's like 12 minutes and 30 seconds or so, depending on how fast you clear it, once again. But I come back top lane again here. He flashes into the knockup, and I come in and clean up the kill after he ulties. Cho'Gath goes down, but he ended up getting the kill, but I get the assist on it, which is really good because he got the kill from the ignite. But I got the assist, so now I can push up this lane as much as possible without having Cho'Gath be getting behind. because now Darius will lose these minions to the tower. I go in towards their jungle because I know their red buff spawned recently. I look at Aatrox, notice that he grabbed it already, so I go to clear their wraiths. Right here, they must have had this jungle warded because their Darius comes straight in from base, straight onto me. So I'm like, oh, okay, so I start running. I just EQ away out from underneath that Aatrox, so they all started collapsing on me. Zed goes in and ultis, which I don't see that there's no good reason to do that. He should just backed out with me, but he did, and yeah, Cho'Gath went in there a little bit to poke to help us get out, but he left. He backed out as well. Go back, pick up my ancient golem, pick up boots. Usually you do want to pick up your boots fairly early, probably on your first back if you don't get a kill. If you get a kill and you have extra money, you might want to build into the tankiness. You want to gauge it for yourself on whether what you think you can do better, because the boots are really nice for ganking and clearing and then also being in the right place at the right time. But yeah, I want to go in bot lane here, and I picked up a pink sword, pink dragon. They come in behind me, so I back off. Aatrox also picked up a pink, which is not good, so he pinks that and they get my pink instantly. He puts on another pink here, and I noticed that another ward just died, so they've been warding up quite a bit this game. Lulu kind of gets caught out here. Nami get picked with the kill with her ult, which is really good. But back to what I was saying with the warding. They've been warding up a lot this game, so I noticed that pretty early on. So I was like, okay, next back, since I already got my Ancient Golem, and I'm going to pick up an Oracle so we can pick up this Dragon, because they have it heavily warded, so they really want it. So I'm going to pick up the Oracles, clear out the wards, and then get our own vision, and we can pick it up ourselves. Go in the spot lane to protect him from being dive, but I see Lulu's almost there, so I go ahead and back instead. Right here you see I pick up the Oracles and a couple wards. Since I already have my Ancient Golem, I don't need any more tank right this second. Like, I do want to build more tanky, but with the amount of tank that I have now with the First Blood, I feel safe enough to pick up an Oracles instead of extra health or armor. Go take my red here. Don't really want to use Smite because of the fact that I want to do Dragon right now. So I go around here, pop the Oracles because I know there's a pink ward right here. Clear that pink ward out. We already cleared the pink ward around Dragon because I'm pretty sure our support picked that pink ward up and cleared that. I want to clear everything out. I run into Aatrox here, so I slow him, start doing damage to him. Because I know Zed's right around the corner and he's on his way over. And also I do more damage than him at this point because I have more tankiness. Usually in League, if you have more tanky, you will usually win the fight. So I ulti onto him to keep him in close range here. Zed ultis onto Lux, take her out. I almost die here, but I barely survived. If I would have had more health here, we could have turned that into a dragon. But I am so close to dying, and bot lane's still alive, so they could come up and pressure us and take us off of it. Also, because we have no heals, and the only sustain we have is my shield and Lulu's shield. But Zed goes and sees that their blue just spawned because of the fact that I just took my red. So he goes, picks that up, so then they can't get it. I go to our blue, and I'll pick that up really quick. Once again, I don't want to use my smite because I want to pick up this dragon soon. So I don't smite that, and I clear that. Now I go back towards dragon area. So I figure they're going to ward again because they've been warding so much. I pick up my level 10 on wolves there. Go to clear wraiths. I should have went and cleared mid there. I didn't notice that while I was playing, obviously. Ezreal's getting chased down by MF. Darius dies to Cho'Gath dies to Darius here. I go in on Nami. I know that they're pretty far behind and Nami's pretty low, so I'm going to go in, EQ, slow, and ulti to secure the kill. Get exhausted. Ezreal comes in, so I turn on to Misfortune, get the Q off. I should have waited for my E, but I didn't. So I throw my E, but Ezreal picks up the kill. I try to pick it up with my E, but it did not quite pick it up. I clear this ward in the bush here. Go to clear everything else, see if there's any wards at Baron or at Dragon. There's none. I'm going to go towards mid to try to help Zed. Zed takes out Lux while Aatrox is there, which is really, really good. That means he's getting further and further ahead of Lux. That they can't even kill him with both of them there without him taking Lux with them and also getting away. Ward up quite a bit. A ward over the wall because I don't want to take too much time warding because I know that Lux just died and she'll be coming as fast as possible. So I just ward over the wall there. Go back. Now I have 1,000, almost 400 gold. So I need a little bit more gold. Since that tower goes down, I'm going to back now and pick up my both pieces to Randuin's Omen. And that is the second item in this build for this game, because I know MF's getting a little bit of like she's doing pretty good, and Darius is doing pretty good, and they both do AD damage, and Lux is doing really bad. It's their only AP, so I'm gonna go straight for armor. I go for Randuin's Omen in this game because of that. If they had more AP, I would go for Spirit of the Ancient or Spirit Visage. Coming bot lane, go for lane gank, but they see me with the ward, so I clear that ward, then go straight in and ulti over Nami's ulti, which is really good. Pick up that kill. I wanted Ezreal to get it, but he's taking way too long, so I just picked it up. Push this wave up so we can take this tower. Nami completely backs off because she can't stay here. Lux comes in, ultis, but I just tank the tower up as much as possible. I get actually really low because Nami comes back and stuns me, but Lulu ults, so we're good. Push the wave up one more time so we can take the tower. Take that tower, and we move towards their blue buff area or towards mid lane here. See Lux coming in with Aatrox there. We have plenty of wards around their blue buff area on the bottom half of this map, so we are really safe in this area because we have that vision. Because I've been picking up plenty of wards, and so has our support. And with the oracles, we know with the oracles that just expired, we know that they don't have the vision. These are the things that you want to really keep in mind while playing any jungler, not just Jarvan in particular, but with any jungler, knowing where they have vision and knowing where you have vision. So Aatrox comes in to take this blue, so we're going to try to contest it here a little bit. But MF comes up and Nami's there, so we can't really contest that much. They pink Dragon because I think it's still up, but it's not. It's been down for quite a while now. That was just a bad vision of on their part. They kind of tried to chase down onto Ezreal and Lulu here. And Darius invades my blue because he's winning top lane, which isn't that good, but I can't do much about that at this point. I go bot lane to try to chase them off the tower from diving them so they don't dive them bot lane, which is really good. I go clear my jungle more. Cho'Gath actually 1v1s Darius here because he got free damage on him while he was taking the blue, which is actually really good. Got him a kill, which gets him more gold. MF and Nami come in mid lane here, so I start clearing the wave as much as possible. Aatrox gets 2 gutsy here since he has passive and comes in, ultis me, and flashes on top of me. So I ulti on top of him and hit lifesteal as much as possible, and I just try to keep him there long enough for the tower and Lulu to kill him, which he procs his passive, and he jumps onto Ezreal, ends up getting Ezreal killed and me killed, but we end up taking him down, and Cho'Gath comes in, and Zed comes in and picks up the MF. So it was a 2-for-2 trade, and then we also get the Nami as well. So it was a 2-for-3 trade, and they dove like 2 towers, and I was really low, so good on our part. Here, I want to keep up the vision control and keep up the pressure, so I pick up another oracles, and now we could go for Baron even at this point, if we can get a clear shot at it without them trying to ward it or have wards on it. That's why I picked up the second oracles, so we can control the Baron area and hopefully maybe take an early Baron. Clear out there's no wards on Baron, so I see that, so I want to ward up as much as possible. I ward here, but see Nami coming in 2 wards, so I know that she's going to want to try to ward it, so if we try to go back and start it right away, she'll come back and ward over the wall. So I wait. She pinks that bush that just threw a ward in, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. And then I see that she has 1 more pink ward that she drops right there where I drop my second ward. So in a little bit, I'll be able to go over there and clear out both those. Throw my standard for vision and maybe follow up, but I don't follow it up. Darius comes in. I go to clear these wards out because I know they just got dropped. I see them all grouping in mid, so I go to clear out all these wards in this side bush here. Clear all them out. We push up mid, and we're going to go for a big tower dive. Or actually, we're going to go for dragon here. Ward up as much as possible on the path there, make sure there's no wards, and I kind of wanted to bait it here, but we have enough time to just take it, and because they don't try to come after us, so we just take it, and I don't smite it here because they could go for Baron at this point. They could counter Baron maybe, but I just didn't smite it because I knew they weren't close at all, so that's fine. Lulu gets caught out a little bit, but that's fine. We can push up. I'm going to clear these wards as much as possible with these oracles that I have. Really good. Really, really good. Go towards Baron here. We could probably do it because they don't have any wards on it, but we're not in position at all. Cho'Gath just backed, and Nami wants to go, or Lulu wanted to go bot lane to protect that tower from going down, which isn't a bad idea either. But this game so far, we have completely controlled the map and vision, so they can't really do much. So we're pretty much safe anywhere we go. And we've lowered the morale of the enemy team enough that they're playing pretty badly at this point. I'm just sitting mid to make sure that the enemy team doesn't push it for free. They start grouping up and pushing down mid lane. Darius goes top lane to clear it. We try to catch them out. Cho'Gath knocks him up and silences him a little bit, hits him around. I just clear wards as much as possible because I know she's going to flash over the wall or aggro Baron, and I don't really want to get caught out. We fight them here, big fight, knock 2 people up there, kill Darius pretty fast. Aatrox is going on to Zed, but Zed can just kite him around while we kill him. Flashes over the wall. I could have followed him there, but I ended up not waiting for it because I want to flash over this wall here. EQ, but he's too far. I ulti onto him, but then he can just jump away because I wasn't thinking of the cooldown on that, and I should have been, but I didn't, so that's bad. Right now we're completely forcing anything we want. Cho'Gath is tanking 2 towers, which is actually really bad. Can't dive that hard, but MF goes down to Ezreal for free. I back out, which baits Lux out and flashes for no reason. She can't really chase me much further because of my teammates are here. She comes around the corner just to get underneath tower. Zed ulti's on top of her IEQ, and she just completely gets destroyed. I actually get away from this Aatrox here with barely any health. We take him down, and this is where they're going to surrender, guys. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, go ahead and give it a like, comment, and come to the channel and subscribe. We have more videos about League of Legends, more jungle guides, and guides on many champions of who I can jungle and how I jungle them. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.